First, I want to thank you, Chairman Durbin, for listing this bill that goes by the title Justice and Mental Health Collaboration Reauthorization, putting that on the agenda. Senator Cornyn, you lead that bipartisan effort. I'm a co-sponsor. Americans with mental illness are overrepresented in jail and prisons. According to DOJ and the National Alliance of Mental Illness, about 2 million people with mental illness are in jails each year. During the Bush administration, Congress created a program to address the needs of justice-involved individuals with mental illness. I supported this bill that was passed in 2004, and it's been reauthorized several times since. Because of the original law, state governments have been able to set up and fund mental health courts, specialized first responder options, in-facility treatment for mental illness and substance abuse, and finally, intervention for juvenile offenders. These programs have proven to be very effective, and this bill continues a very good track record. A wide cohort of law enforcement, mental health professionals, drug policy experts, and correction leaders have endorsed this legislation, and thank you, Senator Cornyn, for your leadership. I also want to address the ongoing protests targeting homes of Supreme Court justices. Yesterday, I sent a letter to the Justice Department asking them to commit to protecting the justices in our courts, including prosecuting those demonstrators who seek to influence the court's decision in the Dobbs case. I think we ought to thank Governor Hogan and Governor Youngkin for what they've said about protecting as well, because they have spoken out about ensuring security is provided to the justices. I'm also happy to see that after I sent my letter to the Department of Justice asking the U.S. Marshal Service to provide more support to help ensure the justices' safety, this was a good first step. But I'm still very disappointed that the Justice Department has been really too muted on this issue. After all, it took less than 5 days to push out a memo to the entire department about the threats of parents attending school board meetings. And considering the demonstrations, federal law certainly makes some of the worst conduct illegal. I've heard some say that protests targeting the justice of the Supreme Court are okay because politicians have protests at their houses. That's completely misunderstanding how our three branches of government works. Members of Congress are elected to represent people. We're expected to listen to public opinion. Judges aren't supposed to be swayed. And we shouldn't endorse the idea that protesting at justices' homes is acceptable. It undermines faith in the independence of the judiciary. Even if the demonstrations have no effect, people may wonder whether they did have an effect. The lack of faith in the courts undermines our rule of law. This administration needs to publicly commit to protecting the justices and speaking out about the need for independence of the court. That includes condemning the efforts to intimidate the justices and holding those responsible accountable. Thank you.